Okay, let's talk about something that's on so many people's minds, but is just not really talked about, honestly. Postpartum recovery. We're going to cut through all the myths and get right to the truth of what this journey is all about. You've heard this, right? I mean, we've all seen it. It's plastered across social media, it's in magazines. This whole idea of the bounce back. The idea that, just a few weeks after having a baby, everything, your body, your energy, your life is just going to snap right back to the way it was. It's a really powerful myth, and it's everywhere. And that's the big question, isn't it? Because behind all those perfect-looking photos and the well-meaning comments, there's a completely different story, a much more complicated one. And it's a story that absolutely needs to be told. So let's dive into that. Let's talk about the unspoken reality. This is all about looking past that one single 6-week checkup and really understanding what the postpartum period actually is. This right here really lays out the massive disconnect. The myth tells us it's a quick bounce back, that it's all about losing weight, and that it should all happen in 6 weeks. But the reality? Well, the reality, according to experts, is that childbirth is a major medical event. The focus shouldn't be on weight loss. It should be on healing and getting your function back. And a 6-week timeline? No way. It's more like a 9 to 12-month journey. This isn't some individual problem to solve. It's a shared human experience. Let's just try to reframe this for a second. Giving birth isn't something you just get over. Think about it like this. It's a physical event on par with major surgery or running a marathon. I mean, it is an incredible feat of endurance. And when you think of it that way, it just changes everything, doesn't it? The goal shifts from how you look to how you actually truly heal. Now, here's the really good news. The whole conversation around this is finally starting to change. There is a huge, powerful shift happening, and we've got the proof. The silence is finally being broken by a whole lot of expert voices. And here it is. Here's the proof. As we were putting this explainer together, we found more than 30, that's 30, comprehensive guides and courses from top medical experts, all dedicated to postpartum recovery. Just let that sink in for a moment. Over 30. This is not some niche topic anymore. This is a movement. And just look at who is behind this. We're talking about huge, globally recognized health organizations like the NHS and the March of Dimes. We're talking about specialist colleges and dedicated charities. These are some of the most trusted names in maternal health, and they're all saying the same thing. This isn't a fad, it's a real consensus. So what this all means, what's so important here, is that the sheer number of these resources proves that postpartum recovery is finally being seen. It's being studied, it's being addressed properly, and it's getting the attention it has always deserved. It's a massive step in the right direction. Okay, so what is all this expert guidance actually about? Well, it can pretty much be broken down into 3 main pillars. Think of it like a roadmap to help guide you on this journey back to well-being. Pillar number 1, and this is the absolute foundation, is physical healing. It all starts here. This is about finally acknowledging the incredible changes your body has gone through and giving it the specific care it needs to repair and restore itself from the inside out. And when we say healing, we mean really specific things. We're talking about crucial work like pelvic floor rehabilitation, retraining those essential muscles. We mean safely restoring your core strength, not for a six-pack, but for stability, to hold you up. It's about proper C-section scar care, understanding the wild hormonal roller coaster, and managing things like postpartum bleeding. These are the real practical things that used to be whispered about, but are now part of the main conversation. All right, on to pillar number 2, your mental and emotional well-being. Because let's be honest, recovery is never just about the physical side. It's about figuring out who you are in this massive new identity shift into parenthood. It's about dealing with all the emotions, the good, the bad, the overwhelming, that come with this new life. And that brings us to pillar 3, rebuilding strength and function. Now, I want you to pay close attention to the words here. It doesn't say getting your body back. It's about learning to work with the body you have now, a body that has done something absolutely incredible. This is all about a smart, safe return to movement that's going to support you for the long run. This approach right here is a total game changer. It just makes so much sense. First, you heal. You focus on those foundations, your core, your pelvic floor. Then you reconnect. You learn how to move in this new body in a way that feels good and is safe. And only after that, you start to gradually rebuild your strength. It's about making real progress, not pushing yourself so hard that you get hurt. So, let's bring all of this back to you. What does this all mean? It means you have to see this as a journey. It has its own pace, its own twists and turns. It is absolutely 100% not a race to some imaginary finish line that somebody else set. Please, let this one sink in. Your journey is yours, nobody else's. It's going to be shaped by your birth, your body, your support system, everything. The only timeline that matters is the one that you and your body create together. And while you're on that journey, you have to remember this. Using all of these amazing resources we've talked about, reaching out for help, that's not weakness, that's not failing. It is the biggest sign of strength that you can show. And that really brings us to one last huge question. With all this expert knowledge out there, with all of this incredible support available, why isn't this stuff standard for every single new parent? It's a question we should all be asking, and it's a conversation that's long overdue.